Hello. Looks like we are live now. Hello, everyone.
Hey everyone, please confirm if you can hear me okay. Hear both of us okay, please confirm that. Nice to see you all on this beautiful day. So it's Teachers' Day in India. For those of you from India, you know that.
Looks like we are live now. Hello, everyone. So, folks, so today what we are going to do is we will have a fun quiz. And for that quiz, what you need to do is, it's very simple, folks. So hear me out. You see a barcode on the screen and left to Mr. Bean's face. Just open your phone's camera, scan the barcode. By scanning, what I mean is you open the phone camera, you look and you point your phone camera to that barcode. It will show you a little URL that will come on top of that video screen, okay? And you click on it. And when you click on it, you will be able to join the Slido quiz. So this will be an interesting quiz that we have arranged on this special day, which is a Teachers' Day, especially in India. And we'll have some fun. So we'll do the quiz. After that, we will have an open Q&A round. And this quiz will give you an opportunity to learn certain data-related concepts. At the same time, we will be sharing our thoughts on each of those questions and our industry experience also. So it will be fun as well as it will be a lot of valuable learning that you will be getting on this special Teachers' Day. All right, Hemanan, do you have anything to add?
Yes, first of all, I want to say, Dolby, happy Teachers' Day. You were my first teacher, in terms of learning Python and all those things. So folks, happy Teachers' Day to all of you and all your teachers. I'm seeing some amazing names and standout quality of your teacher, which is, I'm reading some of the names, Mumtaz ma'am, humbleness, and Sridhar sir, supportive. So you can see all those things here, right? I want to point out, when you talk about the teacher, nobody talks about like the technical things, right? It's the personality that stands out. Even if it's about mathematics, which is a technical concept, it's about the way they explain, the way they keep it simple for you, that extra mile they drive to make you understand the concepts. So that's what makes a teacher, someone really stand out. And my personal story, I've shared that before. During my school days, I was having a tough time, and I should have got a lot of punishments, but the teacher made me a class leader. She saw some potential in me, and that 2 years I was taking a lot of responsibilities, accountabilities, and that really changed the way I behaved and come out of life. So that's my teacher. Her name is Miss Sheila Gabriel, and she was a life changer for me. And I've met a lot of other teachers in my life as well. So this is a day to cherish our teachers, and that's why we also call this as Code Basics Day. We conduct a lot of activities during this day inside our team, outside with you learners. And so as a part of that activity, we are conducting this live quiz. As the old boy said, like, this is not just going to be a quiz where you'll answer and just win prizes. Yes, of course, you are going to get some prizes at the end of the quiz. The top 3 winners are going to get some exciting prizes. But with each question, we are going to add our thoughts about what's data analytics. So even if you're a fresher who is going to answer the questions wrong, do not worry. It's not a bad thing. You would learn something out of this. And after the quiz, we will be available for some time for taking your questions. So if you have questions, you can just open this Q&A option here and just put your questions here. Right? We'll address these questions in the end. And we can also take questions from the YouTube chat, whatever is easier for you.
Yeah, so folks, once again, I see 157 total people watching this, but only 94 have joined. So those more than 60 people, folks, this is not like, okay, anyone can join. I'm telling you, you will learn a lot of things from this quiz. It will be totally fun experience. Even if you don't know anything about data, don't worry. This is going to be super amazing, engaging experience. If you don't join, you are going to regret. There is no money, nothing. It's just a fun way to interact on this live platform. So all you need to do is, once again, it's super easy. Folks, let's get that count, okay? 167 people watching, only 97 people have joined. So those who have not joined, you will miss the fun. I guarantee you that. Guarantee you that, okay? So see, programming device is asking Slido like Zoom. Look, folks, it's simple. Take your phone. Okay, do you all have a phone? I think yes. Take your phone, open your camera app. Okay, point your camera to not Mr. Bean's face, but to the QR code, which is on left hand side of Mr. Bean's on the screen right now. You will see a URL pop up in the middle. You click on that URL, and then it will open a Slido website in the browser where you just enter your name, and that's it. Then you have joined the quiz, and we will
no software needed, nothing. Like you just have to. So if you are having an issue to scan the QR code, just open the web browser either on your phone or on your desktop, and just type slido.com. It will ask you to enter a number. Just enter this number, 1522700. Just enter that number, then you will get inside the quiz.
See, C. Kumar is asking, I am outside and I'm watching this video on the phone, right? C. Kumar, I understand, but buddy, it's possible. See, you can do context switch. So if you're watching, let's say this particular video on your YouTube app, you just context switch. So you minimize that app, okay? Then you open your camera, you point the Slido quiz, point to a Slido quiz, and you will be able to join. So even if you're outside and if you're watching the video from the phone, you should still be able to join, folks. Come on, let's do it. And once you join, you don't have to watch our video because you will be hearing our audio, but the Slido quiz question will keep on coming on your screen. So let's say if I'm outside, I'm in a bus, whatever, I need to look at the questions and you will be still able to hear us. You will not be able to see our faces, which is okay, but you're still able to hear us. And those questions are coming on the screen. And once the quiz is over, you can exit that, and then you can come back to that YouTube app, which is going on. Okay, folks, I don't have to explain all this. Actually, you guys are all smart. I think you should be able to figure out. Another thing is, let's say if someone is having issue in scanning that barcode, all you do is in your phone, open your browser, type slido.com, go to that website and type in this meeting ID. The meeting ID is 1522700. It is visible on the screen. Okay. So again, 174 people watching, only 134 have joined. What are those other remaining, I think 43 people doing, folks? 43 folks, please wake up.
Okay, we'll give 1 more minute. We'll go 1 more minute for the people to join. Let's be fair. I don't want others to wait for too long time.
All right. And yes, we'll be using same Slido quiz if you have any career related question answer. So if you're not joining Slido, you will probably not get a chance to ask a question. So if you have a question for us, again, we are using Slido. So that is why I'm putting like so much. I'm asking you to join this thing. It's free and it's fun.
Yes. Yes, I think we've got 150. That's a really good number. Let's get started. And so folks, the quiz is going to appear on your screen, right? I'm going to put the quiz on the screen. So all you have to do is like just start it, right? Like it will show up on the screen. Don't have to do anything. Okay. So now you just have to enter your name. It will ask a prompt to enter your name. So once you enter your name is going to appear here.
All right, Tejas Patel, Pratim, Mustafa, Sandeep, Iran, Karthik, Krishna, Rohan, Tejas, Saurabh, Likhita, Kavita, Sudhanshu, practical explanation, okay.
Karthik, Krishna.
Jalak, Jesslyn.
Probably I remember. I think you shared your father's inspiration story in my LinkedIn post, I believe, if I remember it right. I think you're the one. Okay, Shami, Pratincha, Raj, Ayush, Sharan, Kirandeep, Aman Pratap Singh, Suraj. Nice folks. Nice to see you all. Maybe next time we should tell them to put an underscore and say where they are coming from. It would be interesting to know like which part of the world.
City or yes, definitely. All right, I think we can get started now.
Yes, we have 164. Great numbers. All right, folks. So please listen to me carefully. Do not look into the YouTube screen. Look on your phone or on the desktop where you have Slido logged in, because the YouTube relay is some 30 seconds or not 10, 15 seconds, delayed. So you just have to look on your phone screen or the computer screen where you have the quiz, because the quiz is rated not just based on the right answer, but also on the quickness, how fast you answer the question. So your rating also depends upon that. So the first question is going to come on the screen. Please look at your phone or the Slido thing that you have. Okay, first question on the screen. All right.
All right, let's go.
While working, if you face any technical problem, what should you do first? Ask your friend, team member, ask Doraemon, ask the stakeholder, ask Google and ChatGPT. What should be the right approach? Wow, we have got a really smart set of people there. I think 73% of you answered it correct. Yes, that's right. Folks, I'll tell something about the 22% of the people who said, I will ask my friend or a team member. Definitely, that's not the first thing you should do, right? So if you're working for let's say you're in a college or school, it's okay to ask your friend, because of course, we are not traditionally carrying the mobile phones or laptops to the colleges, and you can ask your friend. But when you go to the work, right, like people expect you to be self-reliant, Atmanirbhar. You have to be self-reliant and you don't have to depend on others. That really increases your credibility on the work. So that's why when you're practicing also, when you're learning data analytics, you should be someone like who should be able to solve your problems on your own. Do not depend on others, right? Like I've received many, messages on my LinkedIn asking for solutions which Google can answer or ChatGPT can answer. I would simply not reply to those, because it's there in Google, it's there in ChatGPT. I'm not an operator to to find those things in ChatGPT and Google and paste it for them. So folks, that's very important. Whenever you face some technical problems, try to solve it on your own. That's how you learn data analytics, and that's how you grow in the data field also. Not just in the data field, be it anything. Like be self-reliant. All right, 73% got it right, almost 3/4. Let's see the leaderboard. Who's topping? Oh, Jassim, Sankalp, Deepak Hola, Ganesh, Varun. I think Deepak Hola, you are a regular person. I remember your name from the last quiz as well. Like you rock, man. You always appear and you stay in the top. Really good job, Deepak. Okay, so the top 3 winners are going to get some prize as well, and so your name will be featured on our codebasics channels as well. So stay tight, folks. All right, but look at this. All of them answered in the almost same time. Good job. Okay, I'm going to the second question now. Second question on your screen. Please look at your screen. Which of this is the fastest way to become a data analyst? Very interesting question. Very important question. 2 hours masterclass at 99 rupees or $10. Become data analyst in 5 days workshop, where you can get 20 lakhs per annum. Or 15 days DA workshop with job guarantee. You see the spelling of guarantee, that's also not correct. And there is the asterisk missing. And what is your take? Okay. See, for 80% of you, well done. You have answered it correct. Yes, it takes time, folks. There is no quick fix in this. There is no get rich, quick scheme that doesn't work. For all the 20% of people who answered the other 3 options, let me tell you something. What's happening right now, there is a huge demand in the data field, right? You all know that. There is a huge demand, and currently the hiring is also not that great at the moment. But it will just go up again. Data field is going to have, in the next 3 to 4 years, I see a massive growth there. What everybody wants to do, right? Like they want to get to the data field very quickly. And a lot of people are using that. They're using that and saying like you can become a data analyst, in a 2-hour workshop, or in 5 days, or in 15 days, or even in 1 month, which is not possible. If you ask any data analyst who's working in a company, man, it takes a lot of time to even solve a simple problem. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 days to solve one problem and then move forward with the project. So just imagine if you just take a 2-hour workshop, they call it master class. I've been seeing a lot of these funny ads these days, and mastering Power BI in 2 days, mastering SQL in 3 days. These things will never happen. They're just using your urge I definitely understand the aspirants have the urge, right? You have to take care of your family. Maybe you completed your graduation and you're waiting for a job for quite a while. I understand there is some kind of desperation there that is being used, that is being taken advantage in the market. And you see a lot of ads saying that, you can do this in 5 days, 3 days, just as the person, if they have done that in 3 days or 4 days. Definitely no. See, whenever you are selecting a course, always check the credibility of the person who's doing that, and also check the reviews from the people who have done that before. I'm seeing a lot of people spending, like 30,000, 40,000, or even whatever money, and then they're complaining saying that, oh, I wasted my money, and they get a lot of, bruises and scratch after that event, and they get frustrated with the entire learning process. So that should not happen. So please be aware. And please know it takes time. It takes at least 4 to 6 months of time. Even if you spend 4 hours per day dedicatedly to become a data analyst, to get into the data analyst job. And even when you get to the data analyst job, you're not 100% data analyst. You got a job, but you're still learning on the job. You will learn a lot of things on the job. It is not like operating a lathe machine where you learn it technically, and then you go to the lathe machine and you do the same thing every day. I've taken this reference because I'm a mechanical engineer. So that's the thing. It's not something like a knowledge you acquire and then you apply it. No, data analyst is an evolving role. You learn a lot of things on the fly. Okay. All right. Let's see the leaderboard now. Wow, that's almost the same. Jasim, Deepak, Sankalp, Soumya, Ishika. Great. Ishika, I think you entered new in this top 5. Good job. All right. Going to the next question. What is a common technique used in data pre-processing to handle missing data? Register a complaint, randomly generating the values, deleting the entire data set, replace with mean, median, mode based on the context. What you should be doing. If you can Google within 20 seconds, you can also do that. It's up to you. Great. The smartness increases with every question. So first question, we got 73 and then 80 and now 90. Fantastic. That's the correct answer, folks. Yes. So normally it depends upon the context, the business context, of course. Sometimes you can replace it with the mean. Sometimes the business will give you a value. They would say this is the average value they want to consider, and you replace that with that value. And sometimes it's like it's a mode. Sometimes you just don't take the null values. You delete, you remove those set because you don't want to consider them. But then it is being notified in the analysis. When you present the insights to the stakeholders, you clearly specify that this is being considered. These are the considerations being done before presenting this insights. If you don't do that, then what happens is, like, let's say a stakeholder might take a decision based on the insights that you provided, and later stage they come to know that you replaced null values or you deleted them, then it becomes a problem. So it's always important that you communicate how you made the approach before and after presenting the insights.
If you're working on, let's say, some income data set, it's better to use median than mean, because mean might be influenced by outliers in your data set. There are cases where you can use mean also. Then if you think about house price prediction type of problem, where you have one of your columns is number of bedrooms in the home, and let's say if some of your records doesn't have bedrooms, now here also you can't use mean, because mean will be something like, okay, 2.2 bedroom, which doesn't mean anything. So you'll use median in that case. Okay, mode is like the frequently repeating value.
Yes.
So if you are having a different set of problem where using mode makes sense, you will use that. So there's no like one answer. That's why it says like based on the context.
Yes. All right. Let's guess the leaderboard. I think I would say similar names. Yes, Deepak, Sankalp, Ishika, Soumya, and Srinath. I think Srinath is entered new. Good job, Srinath, entering the top 5. Try to enter the top 3 soon, but the top 3 is like a fortress there. It looks very strong. They are consistently performing and at the same time. Okay, next question on your screen. In data analysis, what does the term outlier refers to? Data point that is out because it lied, data point that has missing values, a value that deviates significantly from the average values, something that is not an inlier. What do you think is the correct answer? All right, 78% answered something. Let's see if that's correct. Definitely. Yes, that's the correct answer. That is the correct answer. Yes, folks. Let me give you a live example if some of you don't know what is an outlier. So in your class, right, in your class or college, you might have seen that, you know, uh, everybody is kind of falling under some height group, right? Like we have similar heights, but there is one person who's extremely tall. You might have noticed that person. So that person in the data set is an outlier. So what that one person who is significantly deviating from the average is an outlier. So that's an example you have. And in data, that those things happen. There might be one particular day where the sales is extremely high. And that's an outlier because there might be a lot of reasons, dynamic reasons that happen, and you cannot justify that. So normally you ignore the outlier when you're taking an average in cases where the outlier is extremely high.
And
all right,
if I have to go back to the income data set, and let's say you are living in a town where average income is, let's say, 10 lakh rupees a year. But let's say there is one, all of a sudden there is one rich guy who moves into your community. Now that guy's income is, let's say, 1 crore rupees a year. Then definitely if you look at the histogram of the distribution of income, that person will be clearly an outlier. Now, you may think when you are doing some analysis on that data set, you want to remove that outlier, but that is not always the case, because you have to be careful in removing outlier. That's why they call treating outlier, not removing outlier. Removing outlier is part of the treatment, but it's not always the case. So in this case, if a person is having 1 crore rupees income a year, and on average people are having between 10 to 20 lakh rupees income, I would probably consider that person in the data set, because that is representing the reality. And based on the context, you can do a variety of things with that outlier. You can keep it as is, you can scale it down, or you can remove it. It again, it depends on the context.
Yeah. Yeah, also addressing some of the points mentioned in the chat. See, Rafi, you're asking for hard questions. For Rafi, I'm sorry, we are not doing hard questions. We are just keeping it simple. So, like we wanted to keep it fun and light so everybody can participate. We can definitely do a hard quiz session, like that for people experienced like you. Probably you're an experienced professional and you're feeling it very light. Yes, this is a very light, fun quiz. So let's, because we want to keep it for, open for all. All right, moving on to the next question. And before that, let's see the leaderboard. Oh, Dawood is entered. Great, Dawood. Sankal, Soumya, Jashin, Deepak. Deepak is kind of standard there. Good job, Deepak.
And Jassim is back, actually. Jassim, I don't think he was in last 5.
Yeah. Good
Jassim,
job, guys.
Good job.
Okay, all right. Moving on to the next question. What is the ongoing challenge name in the codebasics, resume project challenge? What is the ongoing challenge? What is the name of the challenge? If you're following codebasics, you should know this. Wow, that's cool. 70%, almost 70% know it. It's a correct answer. Yes, folks, for those of you who don't know what is a resume project challenge, many of us face the problem, right? Like how many of us have done the Titanic? How many of you have done the Titanic project, right? Like it has become so old, the hiring managers don't value it anymore. So you need to have some real business projects with real data sets and, interesting problem statements which reflect what's happening in the business. So resume project challenges gives you that. It gives you the real problem statements. It gives you the data sets, and it also gives you the platform where you can make a video recording of your project. You can present your project and submit it to the people. So we try our best to to promote it. Like whoever is tagging us, we try our best to comment on all of that or engage on all of that and promote it so it reaches more hiring managers. This is a way to learn, practice, and also build your online credibility. So the current challenge, the Telangana Growth Challenge, we are collaborating with the Telangana government. This project you are taking is the real data. It is the government data. It is the real data. And whom you are presenting it to? You are presenting it to Mr. KTR. He is the IT Minister of Telangana, and his entire team will be watching your, will be seeing your work, right? Definitely, if they like your work, they are going to engage on it. And the Telangana government is also going to provide a letter of recognition for the top 5 winners. And all the valid submissions will get an appreciation certificate from codebasics. And there is also internship possibilities. If the of course the government officials, if they like your work, they are going to take some interns from the pool. That's what they promised. So folks, this is an amazing opportunity. Please go ahead and try on this challenge. If you're a budding aspirant who wants to really practice, express your work, and also have a proof of work. Having a proof of work is very important, because everybody is putting a lot of things on resume, and how can a hiring manager trust? Everybody is writing it, right? Like anybody can write anything on the resume. But if you have a link on your resume that shows your work, that is when you don't have to explain yourself. They know your work. So building that online credibility is very, very important. It's super important. I won't even say it's an optional thing. It's the must. You need to build your online credibility, because the competition is very high. You have to do something to stand out. Right? That boring resume, nobody's liking it. It has become very boring and saturated. You have to do something to stand out. That's why we encourage people making video presentations to present it.
So,
right? So they can,
just in case, I'm assuming there could be few people who don't know. So maybe you can quickly open codebasics.io, quickly just walk through that challenge. Folks, these kind of challenges can literally help you get a job, okay? This has happened in the past. Some of our past resume project challenge winners got a job direct inquiry from an employer.
Yeah. So we have people who have got jobs and all. But I mean, like, just focus right now. You need to focus on putting yourself out, right? Putting your work out. So this is the challenge. You can enroll for free, and you can download the data set from here. You have to submit your LinkedIn URL once you have done the challenge. And yes, we are going to look into that. And we also promote your work in the best way possible. Like we published the top 50 challenges last time, and promoted their work. And the winners, your name will appear here. Website gets a lot of traffic, and there is good chance the hiring manager is going to look into your work. I mean, forget about all this. Of course, we also give some prizes and all, but that is not very important. The prizes thing is there. We all give some Amazon gift vouchers. The most important thing is, like, you get to learn, you get to practice, and you get to have a solid proof of work. That is the most important thing. All right. Okay. So let's see the leaderboard. Oh, that's okay. I think we are losing. Oh, I'm sorry for that. I think we have lost Deepak there. I think Deepak maybe.
The same is back to number one position.
Great. Good job, everyone. Okay, I'm going to the 6th question. Is it possible to visualize data in SQL? Within SQL? MySQL?
Yeah, within SQL. So yeah, MySQL or Oracle. Yeah, any typical database tool.
Correct. The answer is no. Yes, you can do it in Python, but not in SQL, because in Python you have a lot of libraries to visualize the data, but not in SQL. For SQL, you have to download the data. You can download the data CSV and then create visualizations. Okay, so 64% got it right. And let's see the leaderboard. It's almost the same. I think Ashika has come again. Good job, Ashika. So we've reached the 50% of our quiz. I'm going to the next question, the 7th question. So if you follow Code Basics, which of the following bootcamps can be found on the Code Basics website? Wow, that's a staggeringly correct number. Almost 90% said it correct. Yes, folks, we have only data analyst bootcamp. I know there is a lot of people you have been asking us when is the data science bootcamp is coming. So Dhalbhai, you want to update on that?
Yes. So folks, people have been asking me about data science bootcamp, and I have started working on it already. This will be very affordable, and I guarantee you it will be very high quality bootcamp that you can get in the market. I started building the first module, which is math and statistics for data science. See, you can learn fancy tools, TensorFlow, PyTorch, and so on. But if your fundamentals are not right, there is no point. So that is the reason we are building we want to build your groundwork. So math and statistics for data science module will be launched as a separate course in, I think, 1 or 2 month time period. I have already started the work. And then we will launch other courses, like step by step, how we did it with Data Analyst Bootcamp. When we launched Data Analyst Bootcamp, if you remember, we first launched Excel course, we first launched Power BI course, then Python, then SQL, and then we bundle everything together in this bootcamp. So Data Science Bootcamp is going to be the same thing. We launch course one by one, then we bundle everything. We add a lot of like online credibility module, job assistance, interview help, etc. And then we launch a Data Science Bootcamp. Now, you don't have to wait till the time that Data Science Bootcamp is launched, because these courses are part of that bootcamp. So as the separate courses get released, you can start learning from those. And then when you eventually buy the bootcamp, you will get the price difference. So whatever price you paid, we'll deduct that money and give it to you. Okay. So this way we'll be kind of gradually releasing it rather than making you wait for 8 months and then, you know. So yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, it's coming soon, folks. It's coming soon. And like Data Analyst Bootcamp, the focus will also be on the non-technical side, not just on the technical side. We'll focus on stakeholder management, communication, online credibility, and all those things. All right, let's see the leaderboard. Oh, it's same. I think Subhash. Oh, right. Subhash has climbed to the number 5 position. Good job, Subhash. I'm going to the next question. A very easy one, or maybe a very tough one. ChatGPT and BART are based on which language models? Great, that's the correct answer. It's LLM, large language model. And so for those of you folks who don't know what is a LLM, large language model, please go to our codebasics channel, and there is a video, LLM. There is a very interactive, fun video that we have made. It's a 5-minute video. It's an explanation video. You can just have that to understand what is that. Folks, ChatGPT, BART, these things, you must know what it is, right? You must know what is behind it, how these things are running, how ChatGPT is able to answer your questions, like your neighbor or like your friend, how it is able to do that, how it is different from Google, how BART is able to do that. What is the game? There is a AI war going on, right? Like there is this ChatGPT, BART, this Google is releasing something, Meta is releasing something. You're seeing this thing. So there is a lot of money there. Where there is a lot of money being involved, carriers are going to rise that area also. That's why in our Data Analyst Bootcamp, we have included a module called Data Analyst 2.0, where we incorporated the ChatGPT, BART, and all of that, how to use these things as a data analyst. So people who say data analysts are going to be replaced, they will just keep on saying, you focus on how you become Data Analyst 2.0 using ChatGPT and BART and things like that. So that's how you should be progressive. So please watch that LLM video, what I told about, and understand how these things are functioning. It is very important you understand those things. It's very quintessential for you to, flourish in your career as a data person. Okay. Going on to the leaderboard. Oh, Justin, you're so tight. Tightly sitting there. And Dikshit, Dikshit has climbed. Rafi, good job. Danush, yes, Danush has climbed into the top 5. Good job, folks. And Dawood is number 2. Okay, question number 9. What do you need to land a data analyst job successfully? Just the tech skills or soft skills or online credibility or all of the above. That's fantastic. It's 95% you're answering it right. I think the smartness of this group is phenomenal. Yes, it's 95%. Yes, it's you need all of this, right? Like people normally say tech skills are good enough. That was the thing of the past. I've worked with many people in my career who had amazing tech skills, but they lack soft skills. But these are the people who are not promoted very often. You need to have that soft skills such as communication, presentation skills, stakeholder management as well. And online credibility is important in order to land a job. If you don't have an online credibility, there is a difficulty in landing the job. And even after landing a job, if you want to get better offers, or if you want to sell a digital product, or do some consulting with companies, you need to build your online credibility. This is more like your Aadhaar card or more like your green card, whatever you call it in US, right? Like this blue card and all those things. It's like that. You need that. You need that to survive. Not survive it. You need that to flourish. More like that. Okay, going on to the leaderboard. Wow, it's almost the same and very close. Rafi. Oh, Rafi is just behind Dikshit. Okay, almost there. Okay, folks, next question. How many subscribers does codebasics have on YouTube right now? Just an approximate number. Give us the closest number.
It's a very difficult question, by the way.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I think any of us are getting it right. Let's see the leaderboard. Wow, Naura has climbed to the top 5, and Rafi is there. Dhanush, good job. Dikshit, Jasim. I think Jasim is always there. Okay, the last two questions first. Last two questions of this quiz. In SQL, the table joined to the same table is called what? Wow, that's 84% of correct answer. Great. Let's see the leaderboard. Wow, it's Jasim, Dhanush, Rafi, Dikshit, and Naura. So the top 3 winners probably are going to from this list, or maybe somebody is entering from the other positions. Let's see that. Last question on your screen. Please focus. Last question. What's the primary benefit of creating a portfolio project as a data analyst? Okay. Do you think is the correct answer? All of the above is the correct answer because 94% answer. Let's see that. Yes, that's the correct answer. So folks, who do you think is going to be the winner? Guess, come on, guess it on the comments.
Yes.
While you're guessing, let me tell you, again, you're talking about online credibility, right? You also need to build a project portfolio website. Because again, I'm saying all these things not to overwhelm you. I'm not saying that, oh, if you don't do this, you're not going to get a job. Please understand the market. The market is very competitive, right? So if you're looking for a company which pays you the most, the same thing the hiring manager also thinks. They want to hire a person who takes very less of the hiring time and also produces maximum results. So that's why they want to see things like, like project portfolio where your projects are already there, your skills are already displayed. So while preparing things like this, you also learn a lot of things and your skills are also well displayed. So that's the reason you need to have a project portfolio website. Okay, so the guesses. Okay, somebody said everyone is a winner. Sonia Agarwal, you're perfectly right. Everybody is a winner here. That's true. Learning is winning. Yes, I like the spirit. But just for the sake of this quiz, let's see who are the winners. Drum rolls on, and the winner is the top 3. Wow, Jasim is there,
Jasim,
right there.
Congratulations, Jasim, Dhanush, Rafi, Dikshit, Nora. Nora wasn't there, I think, until I don't know 10 or 12th question, and she just all of a sudden she rose. And congratulations, folks.
Folks, fantastic job. And Jasim, Dhanush, and Rafi, you are the top 3 winners. Of course, just to like this is not a thing to conduct a thing and give a prize. It's more to just to recognize your work. We'll just drop your email. Just drop an email to info@codebasics.io. Just drop your name. So you'll be getting some Amazon gift vouchers which is good enough for you to buy some, computer peripherals, such as, you can buy a keyboard or mouse or something in memory of Code Basics as a gift from us. Oh, so folks, tell me which position, that if you're really close to 10, like, I'm really sorry for that. I know it's basically based on the time. It's just very close to the time. And good job. So can somebody post it in the chat, the info@codebasics.io, because I want people to be really clear about that. Just
what should they post?
The winners need to send an email to info@codebasics.io.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, folks, so Jasim, Dhanush, Rafi, Dikshit, and Nora, you need to send an email to info@codebasics.io.
Yes.
Okay, I will type in the email.
Circle your 10th position. Aishu, other at 12. Great. Oh, I think it's Aishwarya. Oh, 12th position. Good job, Aishwarya. And just see gaming. Hello. So it's time to take some questions, folks. Like we are available for 20 more minutes. We'll just have some chat. Just ask whatever questions you would want to ask us, and we'll try to answer them. Okay, I'm taking the questions from here. So folks, if somebody is asking a question and if you also have the same question, please upvote it. So, it becomes easier for us to pick those questions and answer it.
Yes, so happy Teachers Day once again to all. I'm really grateful to all my teachers who played an important role in shaping my personality, my thought process. And I believe the teachers who teach you long-term values are more important than the teachers who just teach you, how to earn bread. I think that is important as well. But I have had teachers in my life, including my own father, who shaped my personality, my thought process, my value system. And I think I'm very, thankful and grateful to those teachers today. And folks, while we are going through question and answers, if you have any interesting stories to share about your teachers, or you can just tell the name of your teacher, whatever, like Venkat sir or Patel sir, whatever, you have those teachers' name, you can say thanks to them in the live chat so that we know your teacher name and why you feel grateful. So you can keep on doing that. The quiz is over. So right now we are just going through Q&A, and the questions you need to post in a Slido. If you post a question in live Q&A chat, live chat in YouTube, we will not be prioritizing those questions, because Slido is a platform that we use. And as Hemanand said, if someone has already posted a question in Slido, then just upvote it. So that way we know the popularity of that question. Okay. So I think Hemanand, we can probably start with the first question.
Actually, there are too many comments, so I'm just trying to pick the questions, and people are not upvoting it. So I'll just try to go from here. Yes, resume project challenge. We have talked about it. Anonymous. Please go codebasics.io and visit this thing. It's free. You don't have to, nothing you have to pay. Just take the challenge. Just read the problem statement. The problem statement is given very clearly. And if you want to know more about this thing, we have also made a YouTube video of this challenge. There is a live video for this challenge where we explain what you need to do, how you should work with all these things. So that thing is there. You can just simply go and do this thing. So other thing is, like, you can simply press this play button here. If you go to the challenge, this clearly explains the thing. This is the YouTube video. You don't have to search for that video. You simply click this play button and learn from the challenge here. All right. Okay, I'm taking another question. Okay, Ravi, you're asking, is it important to do masters to get an entry-level job in data analytics? No, it is not important to do a master. Do not do it. Do masters only if you see, masters can be done in conditions where you're going to a foreign country. In foreign country, they have this rule, right? Like, they don't have this rule, but it's kind of an unspoken rule. the companies will hire someone who does data, hire someone who does masters, because they wanted people to grow their economy, right? Like the country wants to grow their economy. So they bring students to do the masters in the universities. And through this, they boost their economy. And after that, they give a job. But within India, if you're looking for a job, within your own source country, if you're looking for a job, and if the opportunities are there, you don't need masters. You can simply, learn things and apply for the job. Okay, love from Pakistan. Hey, hi from Pakistan. How are you doing? Unfortunately, we couldn't, the rain spoiled our match. It would have been fun if the match was going full on. Yeah. Seelan is asking, I'm an high school student. Can I study data science without going college from home? See, if I have to, Seelan, I'm very aggressive with this thing. So carefully note my advice on this. If I have to go back to my college days, I would do the same thing that you would do, because everything is available online, and I will not go to college. I will simply learn from the online stuff. But you have to know that I am a very curious person, and I was a very, very curious person back then also. So I would spend a lot of time, finding out things, researching about things, and then learning. I was very self-reliant. So in that way, it would help me personally if I don't go to college. But if you're a person who needs some level of mentorship and guidance, then I would recommend to go to college, because at least you will get some network from there, and you form students and learn from them. So make a decision according to your personality. Okay. Hi, Radhika. Thank you. So, Ruchita, you're asking how much time it will take to complete the data analyst bootcamp. So we have included a video in the data analyst bootcamp itself. If you spend 4 hours a week for 6 days in a week, it would take you at least 4 months to complete, right? And that includes the virtual internship. But do not rush, right? Sometimes the learning journey is different for different person. We have just mentioned the average time there. In case if it is taking a little bit more time, it's okay. It's completely okay. If it takes 6 months, it's okay. But in the data analytics bootcamp, from the third month itself, we will tell you to apply for jobs. I'll just quickly show it to you, right? So for people who are wondering, I saw there is another question on the bootcamp. See, at this point itself, you'll start applying for jobs. You will not wait until you complete everything, right? You will start applying for jobs. So at this stage itself, you'll start building the ATS resume. You'll start building the portfolio projects. And somebody asked about the portfolio projects. Within this bootcamp, you have an opportunity to create a portfolio website. So you will be able to create a portfolio website, something like this. Let me show it in the beta. I have it in the beta website. So you will be able to create a portfolio website like this based on the projects that you have done in the bootcamp. And you can also add other projects. It is not specific only to the bootcamp projects. Of course, you can, in bootcamp, we have 8 big projects. You can add those projects. And so the thing about this portfolio website is, like, you can see it's very comprehensive, showing your skills. There is an intro video where you can talk about yourself, introduce yourself to the hiring manager in a very, in a very interactive way. They really feel like they're talking to you when you introduce yourself like that. And you add your projects. See, this portfolio is not completed, which I'm showing on the screen, but you can add more projects like Python projects, SQL projects, and other projects as well. And you can add your about me section. You can add your technical skills. This area is very important because you are showing your projects and you can show your work, right? So this is a Power BI project you can add, and you can see, you added your project screenshots and you explain the project very detailed way. And you also have a video in which you presented about the project. What else would a hiring manager need? They want to know how you're deriving the insights and how you're going to present it to the stakeholders. That is a very important skill, right? So if they see the skill of yours, the kind of conversation they are going to have in the interview, when they call you for the interview, it is going to be very interactive and very meaningful. So that's the purpose why we kept it this way. And we also create an option where you can create a free Power BI account within your, within your bootcamp itself. All this is included in the bootcamp price. It's 4,800 or 66 or $85 outside India. And there is nothing like add-on, like after you take the bootcamp, oh, if you want this portfolio, pay $10 more or pay 5,000 more, nothing. It's all included in the price. And So you can see, right, like the hiring manager can now see the interactive work. And see, this is how you should create the portfolio website. Whether you do the bootcamp or not, I don't really care. But whenever you're creating a portfolio website, this is how it should be. It should clearly show the proof of work. Whatever work you're doing, it should show. They should be able to play with your work. They should be able to click your work and play with it. And this is the Power BI project which we have included in the bootcamp, right? And see, the reason why we're asking you to post on LinkedIn is because you can show your engagement on LinkedIn. See, now right now they can click this thing and they can see how people are engaging with your work on LinkedIn. That is another thing to show. And you can show your project on GitHub. All those things, it's being shown. And of course, this is the idea to impress a hiring manager. Okay, so that's a little bit of thing about the bootcamp and the portfolio website, if you're asking. And okay, Shail is asking, you are an academic coordinator in university. How can I connect my previous work with data analytics? See, there is a lot of LMS, or there is like MIS, management information system in colleges, right? They maintain the records of students who are getting placed. Based on the records, I've been speaking with some of the college coordinators. What I've suggested them and what they're actually doing is like they're taking the data of the students, the marks and the grades they're getting, and they're connecting that with the placement percentage. So you can kind of understand, what kind of what students, what students are performing. And I would not recommend to just do based on the grades. You also need to consider various other factors. You need to suggest to the colleges, saying that, see, it's not always students who get marks, they're getting placed. It's not that. It's also about the communication skill. It's also about that extra skill that they bring to the table. So you can do a lot of analytics on that and provide insights to the college management, because the key performance indicator of a college is the placement. Then the percentage of placement is what they do is directly proportional to their revenue. If you have to think about colleges, right? They also do a business. They wanted to show placements and want to get more students admissions. So their key metric is what? Placements. So if you are as a college coordinator, if you're trying to help them with the placements, not just trying to bring more hiring companies, but also providing some data, providing that insights backed up on data. If you create some internal dashboard for your college, I'm pretty sure you are going to earn a different level of respect in your college for that. Okay. And this asking, I already work as a mechanical engineer. Can I use my previous experience and join as an experienced guy with some course add-on if I have? See, you can use your experience only if it is relevant. Let's say you are a mechanical engineer who is working something related to the production, right? And if you're joining in a production company where you're optimizing the production plant based on some data analytics, then you can use that experience. That experience has to be very relevant. That is very important. Ravi, no, your progress is good. Like I say, do not see everybody's individual work style is very different. Learning style is very different. It doesn't mean if you completed the bootcamp within 2 months, you have done an amazing job. I won't agree to that. You have to fit to your learning speed. The important part is at the end of each of this Excel course, right? Excel course or Power BI course, are you able to do the assignments? Are you able to complete the projects and put it on LinkedIn and make a presentation? That's what matters. If you're doing that, it doesn't matter. Even if you do like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, I don't care. I just want you to do the thing properly. If it takes a little bit of time, even if it takes 1 year, just imagine you have another, God willing, you have another, like a lot of years to live. And I mean, you are going to be an amazing professional, but that basement has to be really strong. Do not go for this, quick methods. All these quick methods, they're just teaching you drag and drop dashboards. In reality, it is not just like a drag and drop dashboard. You will get a very complex data. You will get a very dirty data. That's why in the bootcamp also we have included the data set that is like 7 million records. We know we don't just want to give you some data so that you can just complete the dashboard, pretty dashboard. It's not going to work. I'm telling you the reality, right? Do not get disappointed if you think it's going to be like, oh, I will just drag few fields and I will create a dashboard. Then great, I'm done. I'm going to be awesome in my job. No, that's not going to happen. So spend some time. It's okay. Okay, degree is important as a filter, because see, a lot of applicants are applying for a job. The companies find an easy way to filter the candidates. They say, okay, have this degree, have this bachelor, have a relevant degree. It's just a filter. Other than that, there is a perceptive value to the degree, but the intrinsic value, which means the real value, is 0. There is no real value to that. So Rahim, you can go to the codebasics website and take the resume project challenges. We have 7 projects now. All these are for free. These are much more engaging and contains real problem statements than the Kaggle challenges, I would say. Okay, Soumya, you're asking, okay, you are an aspiring data analyst. I want to take the PM IST 300 exam. Will this project help me in exam? So I think you mean the resume project challenge. Yes, of course, it's going to help because you can do that with Power BI, right? Considering about the PL 300 exam, it is not purely practical. It is slightly theoretical. You have to know the buttons, you have to know the options and everything. So for the exam, you need a slightly different preparation, right? Like we'll make a video on that YouTube very soon, but just check the resources for the exam, what you need. Of course, doing the project will help you practically very well. Definitely, it is going to help you. Is this really difficult to find a project in this field? How to get a project? It is not very difficult, I would say. It is somewhat difficult, but you have to prove your online credibility. There are a lot of people who had like 10 years of gap, 15 years of gap. They got a job only by being active on the LinkedIn in the last 6 months. They just keep on posting their projects and work, sharing it online, and they got a job. This has happened. You can check our YouTube playlist. We have made multiple videos on that. There was one guy who improved his business by 3x by learning data analytics. So all these things happen, and you have to be really practicing the things and also sharing your work online. Okay. Okay, can you create a video on how to build GitHub? Yes, we can certainly do it. Thanks for your suggestion, Jeevana. And so there are several exams on Microsoft site like Power BI Data Analyst Associate. If you're preparing for data analyst, do we need to take this exam? There is no such thing like a need, Sankalp, but getting a Microsoft certification can help you a little bit to make your profile stand out. That is true. Microsoft is kind of regarded, Microsoft as such a value. And Power BI is a Microsoft product, right? Like there is a good relation. If you do a Microsoft certification, it is good. I would recommend, if at all any certification, Microsoft certification is the only thing I would recommend. I don't recommend any other certification. Yes, we are going to, Sidolba, you want to add this, asking for LLM model playlist?
Yes, so folks, we have already started a LangChain tutorial playlist. We released our first video, which is LangChain crash course. I'm working on building an end-to-end project in LangChain. LangChain is a framework that allows you to build LLM applications. So that end-to-end project video is going to be very, very industry relevant, super simple explanation, and it will cover all the basic aspects of LLM and LangChain and such. And it will help you build a solid project for your resume. That project is in works. I'm planning to release it next week. So next week or a week after. So expect that video. But yes, I'm going to publish a lot of videos on LangChain, LLM, and all the hot generative AI topics.
Yes. Okay, Bernard Ghosh is asking, I wish to work as a data analyst as of this year's beginning, as the gate of data science and artificial intelligence beginning. Should I take? Bernard, I'm really sorry. I don't have a proper knowledge about gate, but you can check the website. These are again, right? These are things that you need to check Google. Why you're asking it here? I'm sorry to say. Okay, can you tell the best way to record the video for resume project challenge? Yes, we are. Go to the codebasics channel. And Irfan, there is a very good news I have for you, right? Go to the events section. See, last week the codebasics team conducted this webinar where they gave free guidance for participants in data challenges, right? So you can access the playback. This is free. You don't have to pay anything for this. This is free. You can access the playback and see the things that are discussed. A lot of things are being discussed. How to create the video, how to post on LinkedIn. This is a very general guidance video on the thing. Okay. To freshers, yes, freshers do get a job, but again, the point is, I've been repeating myself here. Please do projects, do real-time projects, right? You don't have to spend a penny. Go to the Codebasics website, Codebasics YouTube channel, learn Power BI, learn Excel from there, learn from the free resources. I'm not saying you should always take a course or, you can also learn from free resources, but it's going to take a lot of research for you, and it is going to take a little bit more time, but you can still do that. See, there is a sales insights project in Code Basics, right? Many people have got jobs just by doing that. So you can do that, and especially if you're a fresher, I would recommend to do free resources. Take on the free resources first. Go for a credible free resource. Go to the Code Basics channel and the Sales Insights project, and you would see a lot of comments there saying people are getting jobs from that thing. So you take that project and then practice on multiple projects, and then post the things on LinkedIn, and then you can easily get to a job. See, if you are following me on LinkedIn, I'm sharing a lot of things on a weekly basis, especially to data analytics. So I'm sharing a lot of free resources. So please do follow if you want to get those updates. I'm posting actively on LinkedIn, those kind of things. So Anonymous, you want to become a data scientist and analyst? I'm confused. Like, try to become one. If you are new to this field, try to become a data analyst first, and then gradually you can expand to data scientist. As a data analyst, you don't need much of a Python. You can manage with the basics, right? No need to do much. See, NumPy is not super important like SQL or Excel or Power BI. It is good to have some knowledge about it. Okay, as a data analyst. Okay, LinkedIn is the best place to apply right now. Post your work on LinkedIn, and there is an easy apply option in LinkedIn. You can apply from there, Yashraj. Anthony, March edition of online credibilities. You talked about Publer. I'm having a challenge with tagging names in Publer. Yes, Anthony, I also have the same problem because I also don't use a premium version. You cannot tag names on Publer. For that, if you're tagging names, you have to use LinkedIn for that. I think there are other tools, but you need to try them. I've used other tools, but Publer is something that I really trust. It's very easy and reliable. It doesn't mess up. So I'm sticking with Publer, Anthony. So Rahim is asking how to approach any NLP problem. Dalbhai, you want to shed some light on this?
So I'm having challenge with tagging names in Publer. So, folks,
no, this is the NLP problem. How to approach any NLP problem?
How to approach any NLP problem? Okay, so how to approach any NLP problem is a very generic questions in my opinion. NLP as a field, if you think about it, folks, it is a multidisciplinary, vast field. Even when I was designing a curriculum for my NLP playlist, I had a lot of struggle. The reason is there are a lot of variety of diverse topics that you need to cover. But answering your question is going to be a long answer, but I can quickly summarize. Whenever you are facing any NLP problem, I believe you should start with basics. Never think about LLM or using some BERT model, etc. First thing, can you solve that problem even without using machine learning or AI? Can you solve the problem using simple approach such as regular expression? There should be a first thought process. Now, let's say you can't solve it using some regular expression or heuristic based rules. Then you can move into the world of NLP. And when you go into the world of NLP, there are many problems which can be solved using a simple like TF-IDF or bag of words model. So in those cases, don't try to jump into BERT or LLM or any other fancy models, because as a person, as a data scientist, you will have that urge to use, shiny thing, but you need to resist that urge. What you need to do is leave all your emotional attachment aside and think about how this given problem can be solved in a most cost efficient manner and without incurring any technical debt. Okay, so try to use simple embeddings, TF-IDF or let's say bag of words. If that doesn't solve the problem, then go to little advanced embeddings. You can go with fast text, for example. Fast text is from Facebook. It is quite popular actually. And what people say is you use fast text embedding to solve your given problem. And then if the problem doesn't get solved, then you go to BERT, then you go to more advanced like OpenAI embeddings, Transformer. There are many, like if you go to Hugging Face, you will find many free embedding models. And working on NLP problem, or in general, any data science or data analytics problem requires that you take a lot of interest in a problem statement or a domain. So let's say you are working on some finance related problem or healthcare related problem. You need to spend significant amount of time in learning the domain. As a technical person, you want to just focus on your technology, but then your technical decisions are driven by your domain knowledge and business understanding. So you need to consciously put that effort. And once you put that effort, you yourself will get a lot of clarity on, how you should navigate. Because we have so many options, so many embedding models, like you can get lost. And if you go in a wrong direction, it's not going to be good for your project. Okay. So yeah, so domain knowledge, and then taking step by step, using non-ML approaches, regex, etc. Then going slowly into more of a traditional embedding model such as TF-IDF and whatnot, and then gradually building up, step by step.
Okay, great. Thanks for that. And so, folks, I have a request. Please, we'll stay for some 7 to 8 more minutes. Please upvote the questions. I see the questions are kind of repeating. Please understand it is not possible for us to read all the questions and answer the, sometimes it feels like you're asking the same question again and you want that to be answered. But please don't do that. Upvote the other person's question if it is very similar. Because I'm just saying this degree is important in data analytics field. This question is kind of repeating from Saurabh. So like I said, degree is important to an extent. It is acting as a filter, right? But it is not that important compared to your skills. If you have good skills and if you're proving even if you have a career gap, if you're proving your skills online, if you're adding your portfolio website, if you're showing your work, that's it, done. If your work is that good, they're not going to ask your degree, right? Don't go to the regular route, right? Putting things on resume, you're applying for a job, the hiring manager seeing the resume and calling you, that is not going to work. If you're having a career gap, or if you're having even for regular people, it is not going to work. If you're having a career gap and if you don't have a relevant degree, it is definitely not going to work. Forget about it. Do not even apply for companies. But it is possible to get a job by doing amazing projects. Keep doing projects, participate in the data challenges. There are so many out there, right? Not just code basics. There are many out there. Participate in them. Participate in all of them. Build a project portfolio. Build a website like I've shown, right? And then put your work online. Keep posting on LinkedIn regularly. You will be noted by the hiring manager, and then through that you apply on LinkedIn, and then you will get a job. That is the way you can do. Okay, have some confidence and patience in this. It is not going to be easy, let me be honest, but it is possible. I'm not saying it is impossible. It is going to take some extra mile from you, right? It's not going to be like very easy. I will never promise you saying that do this bootcamp, do this course, do this, you will get a job. It is not going to happen. Come on, it's a multivariate equation. It is a collaboration between you and us, right? You also need to make an effort. That is why we don't give this 100% job guarantee. We don't make those fake claims. It is stupid if you say 100% job guarantee. When the market is down, and it depends upon things like how you're going to participate, how you're going to engage. A lot of things are there. And I know all this fake claims, they just make you enroll in the course. We don't do that. Even if you don't do the courses that we have, it's completely fine. Just go and do the free things that we have. That itself will help you. And many people asked about, like, I'm a fresher, should I take the course? If you're a complete fresher with zero knowledge about data analytics, do not spend a penny. Do not buy any course. Go to the YouTube channel and take the, take the free things that we have. We have sales insights project, revenue project, a lot of projects. Just go to the Code Basics website. Let me pull it for you and show it to you, right? What I'm talking about. So if you go to the Code Basics page on the YouTube channel. By the way, folks, we also have an Hindi channel. If you prefer to learn things on Hindi, we also have a channel for that. You can use that. See, this is the Code Basics page, right? See, look at the number of end-to-end projects here. All these are top quality projects, really top quality projects, because these are something that I've really done in my industry. and the always work. We have combined all of that. And look at this project, this hospitality analysis end-to-end project. We called a real manager who is working in the hospitality chain. He's working in the OYO as a, he's managing the US business. And we called him and we discussed with him as if we are discussing it with a stakeholder. We took feedback from him and then we implemented a project. We implemented a dashboard. So these kind of things are really important for you to understand how data analytics works, right? Like it is not just about Excel or Power BI. It is not just about SQL. That is just 30 to 40% of it. The rest of these things are really about business knowledge, domain knowledge, stakeholder management, project thing, communication, all those things. And do this HR analytics project and do the sales insights project. This sales insight playlist, I'm telling you, like if you're starting, this is the most auspicious project. Many people have got a job. Let's look at this thing. It starts with the problem statement. It starts with, like it goes step by step. It also helps you to connect to SQL, all of that. In the end, we both discussed as if like we are taking the feedback from the stakeholder and we implemented it. So this is a very powerful project. So do all of these things first. If you are a complete fresher, after doing this, if you want to expand further, then take the course. Okay, that's what I would suggest to you.
Hemant, I have a meeting in few minutes and I need to prepare for that. So I think we're done. Or if you want to continue, you can.
Yeah, I think I also need to leave. Maybe we'll just do the last question and then we'll leave. Yes. Folks, if we'll conduct more sessions like this, we are happy to conduct. And it was really glad to meet you on a special occasion like this and share our thoughts. And the last question. Okay, let's end this question with the average entry salary. So the average entry salary would be somewhere between, if the market is good, it should be somewhere between 6 to 7 lakhs LPA in India, and it would be around $60,000 in US. If the market is not good, you might get somewhere between 4 to 5 LPA as a complete fresher. But if you are an experienced person, it will go up to 12, 14. And if you're really experienced and have a lot of skills, like if you carry the business domain knowledge, it can go even beyond 20 lakhs per annum.
Yes. So it depends on which company is hiring. So let's say there is one university in Gujarat and they hired some entry-level data analyst, and I think Goldman Sachs offer like 20 lakh rupees per annum. So you can get 20 lakh rupees per annum or 4 or 5 lakh rupees per annum. In India, in US, it can be between $60,000 a year to, all the way $80,000 or $90,000 a year. And after that, it depends on your skill. If you are able to shine in your role, you can make a lot of money in this career.
Yes. All right, folks, thanks a lot. And thanks for your time. It was really nice to meet all of you. Like Jasim, you're asking, we are growing close to 1 million. Yes. I mean, for us, this numbers doesn't matter. The most impactful moment for us is like, we get messages time to time saying that once we got a letter from a mom, of an aspirant saying that my son has got a job and thank you very much for doing that. So that was, I think, it was very moving moment for us, because we believe that we are not just making one person happy, we're making the entire family happy. That's what like gives us a good night's sleep. Like we sleep very happy and we wake up with a lot of energy, because of course we do a lot of technical things. We do things commercially also, but end of the day, there is a huge satisfaction. We were also doing a lot of work before, but this one is something different. That's a very moving moment for us. And thanks a lot for sharing your wishes with us, and thanks a lot for participating this this particular challenge. So great, and we'll conduct more of the sessions to address all your questions, and more sessions will be there. Watch out, we are coming up with a lot of new initiatives. Follow us on LinkedIn. You will get to know all of that, and please subscribe to codebasics channel if you want to really get updates, because some people are missing what are we saying, and they're asking like, oh, I didn't notice that. Maybe it's because you didn't subscribe. So please subscribe, then it will help you. Okay. All right. Have a great day. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Once again, happy Teachers Day to all of you. And we wish you all the best for your future journey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I ended.